All right, welcome back. We're this is our follow up to Chance Time. All right, Chance
Welcome back to
Time.
school. We're back to school, right?
Back
Am I
to
right? Woo!
school.
Yeah, we're going back.
Back to school in 2019,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, back to school.
And they never tell you it's gonna be your middle school reunion. That's where it's gonna get especially crazy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so,
Got a lot of thoughts about that.
Chance Time is a series where we spin a wheel of randomly selected movies, and it gives us a movie literally at complete random across multiple streaming services, and we have no choice but to review it the following week. All right. And so we're here to review Back to School from Netflix. It's a French movie. And as with all our reviews, um, we started off with our gut check score out of 10. It's how we're feeling coming into the review. And then we'll discuss and we'll lock in our final score at the end. All right. And we don't discuss anything beforehand. So we have no idea what will be unveiled here. All right.
That's right.
3, 2, 1, flip. 5.
Oh, wow, that's generous. 3.
Here's the actual truth: is definitely not a 5 out of 10 movie. Nowhere near. I gave it a couple extra points for that twist at the end. Man, what a doozy! That
That
literally
twist at the end,
that shook me to my core. That twist.
stupid.
It's
You know what? I'm shocked that people didn't see that coming.
You
I
saw it
saw that
coming.
coming. I did. Yeah.
Wow.
I
Okay.
saw I saw it coming because I'm like, what else could this movie really have other than this? I was like, especially when she wasn't like the first major conversation he has with her when she doesn't really explain who she is. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I know where this is going. And then yeah, exactly at the
Okay.
end, I was just like, oh, that's so stupid. It's just that was so lame.
Yeah, this movie is pretty
But
lame. It's pretty lame.
this movie is extremely lame.
But I
Um,
thought that was pretty daring. That final
it
twist.
was. I will say, like
It's a
it does
bold
take
twist.
cojones to pull that
I mean,
off.
it's
I mean,
literally it's nothing. It's like nothing. It's like it's
yeah,
just at the end. It's like, oh, okay, wow, that's that's what we were dealing
yeah,
with. I didn't even know. And it doesn't actually
yeah,
really
yeah.
have much bearing in how the movie progresses. It's just, oh
No,
wow,
not at all.
that's what's happening. Okay,
It recontextualizes a little bit of it, where it's just
right.
like you didn't. I mean, did you did you not feel that you could tell anybody?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like your gang would have been like totally okay with it. Like everyone would have been probably
Right.
pretty okay with it. So if you
Just for
don't
the,
tell anyone and then you
just
just
to be a
make out with the guy at
mysterious
the end,
element.
that's a little weird.
Just to be a mysterious
but
element.
we're getting too ahead of ourselves. We should roll back to the beginning of this movie,
Do we want to? I mean, I don't know.
which
Do we want to
is
keep it spoiler free or not? I don't know how much you can
it's
glean from what
interesting
we
because
said, but
I looked on Letterboxd and there's like a decent amount of people that have seen this movie.
right.
Like it's not like the most reviewed movie of all time, but there was like I was like, oh, there's like quite a few
Yeah, yeah.
reviews. I don't know. So
The French Netflix
um
scene, maybe.
maybe there were a lot of French reviews on it, but none of them seemed to really like it either. So
No. Yeah.
yeah.
So
But
they really, yeah. So do we want to do spoilers, like just go all on spoilers, or we'll say up front that it's a weird concept that doesn't really, and it's the characters
yeah,
are not very likable, and
none of them are very likable. It's just all very. It feels like very cartoony. Like it feels like it should have been more like I don't know. It's kind of weird because it's like it has a real horny energy to it, but there's not like a lot of. It's not as raunchy as you might expect it to be. Particularly with like the sound of the
mm-hmm,
premise made it sound like kind of. I think one of the tags in Netflix was like
raunchy.
raunchy, and it like wasn't really
I
that
mean, there
raunchy. I
is a
mean, there
little
was
bit.
like there's like it's a little bit, but it's not as much as I was expecting. I'll say that.
But the
But
whole concept was very confusing because I guess I don't know the
yeah,
French school system very well. But it was like we're gonna go to our middle school reunion, and
I they make fun of it a little bit, so I think it is as stupid and ridiculous as
okay,
we think it is. Because like there's got, but some of them are making fun of it like a few times. They're like a middle school reunion, really?
It's
Yeah, it's
so,
just
but it's
weird.
such a weird energy to it. It's almost like the whole thing, like when they go to this reunion, and it's like people just start like, it's like they're role playing, like they're just back in school again, and like no one has anything better to do. Everybody's just totally in this
It's
world of this
it's
school.
it's not only that, it's like the general like I guess the general message of this is that you don't, other than that one character who changed drastically from between middle school and
Hmm.
adult, like 30, like my age, like 30s, our age. It's like I guess you don't really change at all
Everything
between
stays the same
middle
at the end of the
school
day. Yeah.
and even though like our two lead characters are like, yeah, we're gonna show them that we're better now, and it's like because they arguably have changed, but like no one else in their class has. Everyone else is still like an asshole or the nerds, and it's just like
Hmm. Yeah.
it's like that's very weird. It's
You
just very
literally,
strange
everybody
to
fits right
me.
back into their mold, and it's like
Yeah,
the whole dynamic of these. Now the bullies are gonna come beat up on the nerds, but then it's the
yep,
revenge of the nerds, and it just gets
yep,
more and more outrageous towards the end. I'm like, what is happening? Uh,
yeah.
but
Then they have the bullies have their kids come and bully the nerds. That
it's,
part was
it's
bizarre.
cyclical. It's,
I was like, I guess you can't, but like, why not? Everything else in this movie is chaotic. Why not just slap the kids aside the
jeez.
head? Like, I don't know. It's just like at this point in this weird movie where you got a guy trying to picked up dog crap to try to put dog crap in someone's pocket. That everything about that made
That
me mad,
that
by the way.
scene was
That
crazy.
made me so angry. That made me so
Uh,
angry that it was like this hot lady that was then flirting with him, that she was DTF. She was like she wanted him really bad.
of
And then
course.
she's like, "Why are you reaching into his who does that? No human being does that." I was just like,
And
"What?
then he just
What is going
presents
on?"
it.
Yeah, he
It's
just
just,
presents it and it's like
and she's like,
and then she like
uh,
walks away. Yeah. It's like, wow.
but a lot of people are DTF in this. Like, why are people so like
No.
as if middle school reunion is like
DT
the place to hook up?
right. It's super weird when you're DTF with your middle school crushes. It's like, yeah, okay, you're all adults now, but there's still something a little weird about that to me. I'm just like,
There's a
especially
juvenile
because they're
energy
all
to it, and
yeah,
it's weird,
especially because they're all like the same kind of in a weird way. They're all like the same
right? And then
people.
the bullies like they still do the same old stuff. It's like, man, these guys haven't grown up at all, huh? And it was
Yeah.
almost reminding me of like a Silent Voice, where that girl, after the years had passed, she was still so into like, let's get right back to bullying this kid from before, and it's
Yeah, but at least with that, it's like that's between middle school and like high school.
uh-huh.
It's like, yeah, there's arguably some changes there, but here we're talking about
Yes.
like almost 20 years have passed, basically. That's
And they're
weird.
like, oh, let's go
That's
wreck this. They just wreck this room and leave, and like giggling as they leave. Like they just causing all sorts
that.
of chaos, fucking up a car. I mean,
Yeah, they
there's a
destroyed.
scene.
Um. What's the main guy's name again? Jonathan,
Just
right?
right, it's Jonathan. Yeah,
Just Jonathan.
not
They
Jonathan
screw up
Lopez.
his. They they bust up his dad's car because he. I'm just like, dude, you're not really gaining anything from this. Just stop. Just
Just
give up the lie. Okay, so
stop this madness.
we'll go into full spoilers now. So like the whole thing is like uh our two main characters. It starts with like in middle school. It's just like them like getting the pictures taken or whatever. But it's like this whole thing where where our lead character Jonathan, he's kind of the tubby guy. He puts a love note. He gives a love note to like his crush, and she just like makes fun of him. And then all the bullies like beat him up. And then the Jonathan Lopez shows up. They're like, "Oh, he's so hot.
It's a
He's so
cool kid.
amazing.
Yeah,
He's the cool kid." And then it skips ahead, and then we see our main characters, who is uh Pierre Ypres, Pierre
I
something.
don't
Pierre,
remember.
they call them PYC Peak. Because I think it's
Yeah,
Pierre Ye something like that. Yeah, I can't remember the exact name. They call him Peak is for short, but then they also have like a bunch of other random nicknames for him. They call him Bozo. The Asian twins call him Bozo the clown. They call him
Right,
Bozo.
Bozo.
Yeah,
Pierre
which they
Yves is
yeah,
Yves.
Eve. Yep, Eve. Yeah, Pierre Yves. Um, it's yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
They
so
call him that. They seem like they're kind of into him, but they're referring to him as Bozo, and I think that turns his his rager just like drops immediately when they start calling him Bozo
mhm,
again.
of
So
course.
um,
And Jonathan, the whole thing with him is that he gets mixed up. People just assume he's Jonathan Lopez, the cool Jonathan, because I guess that's the one like thing they did smartly is they made sure he changed significantly enough to where you could
yeah,
conceivably be like,
right.
maybe that's him.
Maybe that's Jonathan.
Because
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and the other Jonathan, I know he looked way different than this. So, but
right.
then he gets like thrown in, but it was so annoying. It was like the classic trope of like, hold on, I got something to say, and gets cut off like every time. It's like, oh, shut
Yeah,
up,
he tries to
Jonathan.
do it like
Every
he tries
time.
to do that like 3 times, and then he just never says it, and it's just like, no,
It's just like,
someone
oh,
interrupted you. You can still just say it, bro. Just
you
say
can't
it.
speak up.
Just say it. You're not gaining anything from
Well,
this lie. You really aren't.
once his crush Linda gets into him
Yeah.
because of it, he's like, all right, I'll ride this out a little bit. Not too bad. She
All
wants to
right.
make out. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This middle school reunion.
Well, he's also just assuming, which I guess he assumes rightly, because she like runs away to throw up when she finds out that she was kissing the. Which I'm like, what?
She's
Like, it's just
still
nothing about it makes sense.
all those years
Like,
later.
you're not in middle school. What is this movie? What is this movie? Um,
Pretty
no.
yeah, yeah. And then man,
So
the
yeah.
when the meet in the boys' rest changing room and the
See,
shock twist.
that was a fun twist. I actually kind of liked that twist. That was
What was
fun.
his name? Hervé.
Yeah.
Hervé.
Yeah, Hervé surprised him. He thinks it's Linda is inviting him to like meet in the boys' room
But
to like,
again,
I don't
these
know, have
people
sex
like,
or
thinking that
something.
we're just gonna pick up where we left off 20 years later. I'm gonna
Right.
go right in for an aggressive makeout immediately.
Right. That one almost came across to me like he said it was like that night in the cabin, because I'm that must sound like maybe during high school that they
Yeah.
experimented a little bit or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, he just starts like making out with Jonathan. Of course, Jonathan's not
Oh,
Lopez,
like,
so he doesn't know any of this stuff.
and then he just still has
And
to
then
play along. He's like, that was then.
that was then. We're
We're
different now.
done.
Like we've moved on with our lives. We've moved. Yeah, like we don't need to
Man,
we
you
don't need
gotta
to.
commit to this bit, huh?
Yeah, it's just like tell him, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not Jonathan. Maybe he would be into it, but I'm not. I'm sorry. But no,
Not
he's got to really. I don't know. He
yeah.
talks him down pretty smartly though. I was like, oh, hey, he did a decent job of easing the tension. He's not just gonna jump him anymore.
But
But
it was so funny once we got to the point where the quote unquote cool kids who banded back together, the little gang, once they got to the point where we're like gonna go fuck up this car and everything, like man, these guys are full on in the role play, like they're
yeah,
back in middle school, and they
yeah,
got nothing better to do. They've devoted their whole day to this reunion, there and just free
yeah,
reign of this school to just
yeah,
wreak havoc and go in whatever rooms they want. Like, what is this? What is this
yeah. They have
reunion?
free reigns. So the reunion, it's sort of like lore drop sprinkled throughout. Like the reunion was kind of planned by I guess the daughter of the headmaster of the
That's
school,
right.
who, and she's like, oh, you all hated me or whatever, you bullied me, but like I still had wonderful memories of this. And I think she is now like the vice principal or the vice,
Mm.
or maybe even the current principal of the school. I can't remember what she said, but she's trying to like do it for some reason. I was like, I don't, okay, that's fine. I'll accept that at least. But yeah, then apparently they didn't lock any of the classrooms, or if they did a very bad job of not letting people get into these classrooms. Um, because not only does the bully gang, like there's also one time where they just open a door and there's just like two people just like having sex on one of the tables
As
in
you
there, and it's
do,
just
as
like,
you do on this
okay,
wild night.
sure, why not? I guess. I don't know why you'd have to do it on a desk like that. Like you can sanitize that at all? Like students are
Yeah,
gonna come
that's
back the next
actually
day.
foul. Yeah.
That's actually kind of gross. That's
And they're
pretty
really
foul.
that far back in time.
Yeah,
Again, they're all like
yeah,
their minds have regressed 20 years to like, yeah, this is hot. Let's fuck on this school desk. Yeah, that's right.
yeah. It's like
That's
it's
exactly what I always dreamed of. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I want. Yeah. Well, one of the nerds apparently married their PE
That
teacher.
was that was
That
rough.
was that was actually foul. That made me like really, especially where they were like, oh, we waited till I was 18 before we started. I was like,
No, but it was
oh,
not only
this is
that.
so weird.
It was
Yeah,
if they just said that, it would have
yeah,
been like, okay,
yeah,
weird
yeah. And they went further
grooming
with
stuff,
it.
but
You're
it's
right.
like, no, we did a lot of oral and we did this
Yeah,
and that.
we
Okay,
did.
so
Yeah.
just
Oh,
full
okay.
on like
Yeah.
some
It was
pedophilia and everything.
it
It's
tried
like,
to
okay,
be right.
very
It tried to
funny.
be kind of like that's where it tried to be kind of like ooh, edgy and raunchy a
Yeah.
little bit or whatever, and it was just like, oh, that's
The
kind of
pedophilia
weird.
jokes never really work for me. I like in all these
I like
comedies where it's like,
you you have to be. I think in order to make them funny, you kind of have to like. This movie does not have a deft hand
uh
to make that funny. It just was uncomfortable and weird, and I did
that's
not
just
like
a
that at
reality. We have to
all.
accept that. Yep, they're just together now. And but it was kind of wild. The make out from them was pretty
Oh yeah,
uh like violently aggressive out of nowhere too.
yeah, yep, yeah, huh? Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
And then the other
Um,
guy, well, the other one of the nerds designed some app or something. Is that right?
yeah, he's not a warlock. He's a something or the other. I don't know. But yeah, he's apparently
Sure.
like a extremely popular app.
And this other guy is like a public official of some sort. I don't remember if they
Hmm.
specify what it was, but
Yeah, they're the chess club boys, basically. Yeah.
um,
Um.
but I was actually now that I thought, I was thinking like that reminded me of like Jonathan doubling down on his lie further and further. It reminded me of
Yeah.
something like, oh, that's like Dear Evan Hansen, where he
Yeah.
just kept going.
Yeah. It's just like it's so. That's what I mean. It's just like there. At least with Dear Evan Hansen, I can kind of understand like other
Because
than
he actually is,
it's just like
he actually is that age too. He's still
yeah,
in high school.
he actually is that age, and like the lie, like I can see the lie benefiting him more than just a girl. Like it does benefit him the girl in Dear Evan Hansen, but it's like he also gets like the father stuff. He just gets like a little added popularity. It's like all Jonathan's getting is just he's just getting to make it. He doesn't really like any of the
And yes,
bullies.
and
He's clear. He just
that's the thing, it's completely back 20 years ago. He's like doing it purely to get this temporary popularity with the cool kids
right.
growing up. Like, what is
Yeah,
happening?
like he sees like his crush like breaks up with her husband.
That
Apparently,
was
she just like
crazy.
breaks up with her
Again,
husband
before he even
over
gets the
him.
word out, she's like, "Hold on, I
Yeah.
got a call," and she's like, "We're through, we're done." And it was like how many years they were in that relationship or something. She
Yeah.
just threw it away.
Oh well, and I also wanted to circle back because you had mentioned like none of these people have anything better to do. They've apparently invited like most of them invited their families to this because they're like, oh yes, here's my wife and kid. Like multiple people have their and they're just like, can we leave? We don't want like where have you been? Like we want to leave, and they're just like, oh, I'm just hanging out with the guys, and it's like, what do you mean? What is wrong with you people? I don't understand it. It just doesn't make any sense at all. It's so bizarre. It's very very weird energy in this movie.
Yeah, and then even like the principal's daughter, she starts reading like I got a poem about my father who passed away, and the cool
Yeah.
kid had to interrupt, like, and
Yeah, he's just like,
they're
here.
still getting there, all these years later. And
Yeah.
he's like, some
Um
of you never grown up, clearly. I'm like, yeah, that's the movie we've been watching. That's we're in. Those are our
um
heroes.
yeah. Well, then there's a little bit of friction between Jonathan and Peak because they sort of have like this. Peak's hanging out with the nerds most of the night, and
Mhm.
Jonathan's like kind of reveling in his popularity, and that Peak's like, no, we got to get our revenge against the the bullies because they're still bullying us. They're still being mean to us, and it's like, oh, well, because I think the whole thing was like, now we'll go there and we'll show them how much better we are than they are, or how better off we are than they
Yeah,
are, and
because
then
yeah,
they
that's
didn't
right.
really have an opportunity to rub it in their faces. So then all the nerds are like, well, let's show them who's boss. We'll outwit them. We'll embarrass them in front of everybody. And so one of the things is trying to out the out the bully as like, oh, he loves Lopez.
That's right.
Um,
And then they
and
have
then
to literally in middle school fashion. He's like, "Meet me at the fight tree." Uh,
get the fight tree. I like how fight tree is capitalized too in the subtitles for it. Like, get the fight tree.
you remember 20
Um,
years ago as vividly.
yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
stuff went down there,
Hmm.
and that leads to a whole mess with what do they think? They thought like, oh, they might call the cops or something. So let's try to subvert that by going and fucking up the car in the meantime
Yeah. Instead of
instead
beating
of
him
this.
up, we'll just destroy his car. To which this would have been the perfect opportunity
And
for
they
Jonathan to
that's when
be
they
like,
sent the
wait,
kids to do it. But
yeah.
yeah,
It would have been the perfect time for Jonathan to be like, no, wait, I'm not Lopez, actually.
never. He can never get the
No,
words out. Everybody talks over him too
no.
much.
No, it's either that or just like, I guess I'll go far. Like, because it's not even, Linda doesn't even like come with him when they're destroying the car. He could have just told them, like, hey, I'm not Lopez, guys, and not destroyed the car. But no, they destroyed the car, and yeah, that's
but
the whole
the,
thing. So,
but then the whole there's this whole video Bozo the Clown of peak Bozo the
oh
Clown,
yeah,
Bozo the Clown, and just instantly they send it to everyone. Everyone watches it all at once. Everybody loves it,
yeah,
and man, they love
yeah,
this like
yeah.
humiliation kink style video of like Bozo the Clown. I
It's
don't
so
get it. Like I don't
weird.
even understand where's the Bozo the Clown nickname from. I don't really understand.
Yeah, they didn't really mention that. They just called them because it's yeah the two. I don't remember the Asian. I don't remember their names, but there's three of
Yeah,
them, right? There's three sisters. But
yeah.
there's like twins, and then like another sister he kind of has a thing for all of them. He has a thing for all of them.
Any of them
He
that
just
he can
wants. He
get.
just wants to.
Yes.
He literally just wants to. He just wants. He's
That's what you go into
DTF
your
as
middle
he's
school
there.
reunion looking
Yeah,
for.
just looking to
Clearly,
hook
there's
up.
going to be a lot
You
of
know.
horny people in a school mindset. So that's absolutely
Apparently, so. Well, I guess that's what we get here. But
so many singles
Jonathan.
ready to mingle. It's like
So
crazy.
So another character is also mysteriously here. There's this other character who Jonathan's just like, I don't remember you, and
It's just like
she's
a
kind of like,
mysterious
oh, well,
woman.
she's this mysterious woman. She's like, oh, well, I was at this school like after you or something like
Yeah.
that. Like she makes it like, oh, like I think we like passed each other or something. Um, Sort of like ships passing in the night type deal. Um, but she and him have like a little connection. She knows that he's not Lopez. She just knows. Somehow
Right.
I knew as soon as like she says that he's not Lopez, and then he's like, well, who are you? What's your name? And she's like really coy about it, and I was like, oh my god, is that Lopez? Is Lopez like actually like a trans woman?
Mm.
And then when the twist happened at the end, and that's what
Yeah,
it
so
revealed.
the whole thing
So
she's like he's got this tattoo right here.
yeah,
And she gives
yeah,
him a permanent mark tattoo as if like that'll
yeah,
do it.
yeah,
But then that comes the ultimate reveal at the end that she has that tattoo is JL
yeah. Yeah.
herself.
She
Wow.
I can't remember her. I can't remember what she's going by in this movie. I can't remember
I
what
don't
she said.
remember if she even said a name. Like
I thought
the
she
whole
I thought
time I
she
didn't.
I thought she might have, but
Yeah, probably.
yeah. But
That
yeah, I
was
was like
mind blowing
that
to
was
me. I was
it was
not
kind of it was kind yeah, I it just was in the back of my mind. It was like I
I
was
was
like
not
this
dialed in enough.
I was like there's got to be something. I was like there's got to be something. So is something weird with her? I don't understand. It's like I get that we're setting up like Jonathan and her are going to be like a thing. He's going to realize that his lie is not worth it. It's better to just go find new love. Like don't be free. Be free of your shackles from middle school. Like who cares what these losers think about you? And then there's also
Uh,
the him and Peak have the sort of thing. You need me and you're a loser without me. They have that whole thing that lasts all of 5 minutes, and I'm
uh,
like, You can't even do that. You could even like half-ass that. That lasts for like no time at all. They're
Well,
falling out.
early on, I was thinking clearly his this lie. Either Jonathan
Mhm.
Lopez is gonna show up, or Jonathan Lopez actually
I
is
yeah.
dead, and that was gonna be like a big reveal or something. Like, man, he tragically passed away due to this thing we never knew, and then everybody turned to
That could have
him and be like, "Whoa."
yeah.
That's what I thought was gonna happen. But then by the end of it, I kind of forgot about that, and then
Yeah.
I was like completely forgot. We got no
That
resolution from the Jonathan Lopez thing, and then the reveal shook me.
See, it would have been what because like I almost wonder if like the movie could have gone into I mean it wanted to just end with a twist because I think they knew they didn't have a whole lot of anything for this movie because like it would have been interesting to like go into like her mentality like coming back to this and like will they accept me this way that I am now like we could have gone into a whole psychology on that on
If if,
her mindset of
if
this
we got
like
to that
maybe she
quicker,
was
if we
maybe
got to that
she
quicker,
was
and in the second
yeah.
half is like Handmaiden style, you go back and it's like
Yeah,
like
something because it could have been like going into like her whole like she was gonna say something and then they all assumed this was Jonathan Lopez and then a lot of it is like
she was there
maybe
all
that was
along
some
at
of
the
it what it
in
was
the
gonna be
back
yeah
corner of the shot.
it
Like
could have
that
been something like that like but no it's just they got to be a fun the cute little twist at the end that's that's kind of
that worked for
stupid.
me. So that was like literally the only thing that worked for me in this whole movie. I was like, wow, that was worth it. Okay.
I mean, it's yeah. I mean, I guess it's true. It's really kind of the only thing because I would say the comedy was just like it just felt like so. I mean, you remember like at least trailers for them. You probably didn't see any of them growing up. I didn't really see a whole lot of them growing up either. But like the 2000s boner comedies, basically, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you saw plenty of ads for them growing up. This is what that felt like. It
Right,
felt like a
right, for sure.
2000s boner comedy. Um, with all the trappings of juvenility. I don't know how to say. Yeah, of those. And there's a
Certainly.
reason those have been kind of left behind. So that we've kind of moved past that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
It's-
soundtrack is very interesting as well. Like very randomly will break down to aggressive, like over the
oh
top.
yeah. Oh
And
yeah. I forgot about
I
that.
don't know. It's hard to explain. I don't know if it worked or not, really, but it was something. Um,
Mm,
and like there's the dramatic towards the end. You know, as we're getting to the climax at the very end, it's like you have this very super dramatic monologue from Jonathan, our Jonathan, and with this dramatic music, and there's like applause. They start to applaud, and then it's interrupted by Linda's ex, kind of that she just broke up with, Lorenzo,
yeah.
out of
Yeah.
nowhere. And then that brings it just becomes more and more outrageous from there. Then suddenly the whole thing's on fire again,
Then they're
which
like
the
dodgeballing
principal's daughter, I
Lorenzo.
guess, set it on fire. It's like just how you want it, right? It was on fire
Yeah.
again. Because I guess Jonathan Lopez,
Oh
uh,
yeah. He
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 set the
burned
gym
the
on
gym
fire.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he just got so
Yeah.
dramatic because he went from like it was like a slow mo fight scene that
That was
unraveled, and
bizarre.
then it was
The slow
fire.
mo yeah. Is yeah,
I was
is
like, what
bad.
the hell is
Is
happening? Do you know the story of the donkey with one testicle? I've been meaning to ask you.
apparently he gets everything from that. Like he got a
That's
promote they got
gold.
hired because of that. They got hired because of that. He got to make out with that girl because of that. Like,
Uh,
dang, yo. That's pretty good. I wish I knew.
it's, it's insulting that these women are just so like eager to just make out with these guys, right? It's like it takes
Yeah.
nothing.
Because they're kind of losers, right?
It's-
They're kind of
takes nothing. There's
losers.
everybody for some reason came into this middle school reunion with the same exact mindset. We're all back in middle school. We're taking back the exact archetypes, and
Yeah.
we're mostly single and just ready to mingle. And we're obviously that's the primary motivator of this event is to come back and to get horny and get it on
Mm.
with our old middle school classmates.
And then and get stoned. They get stoned kind of early on.
That's right.
They smoking a little weed
And just live it
in
up,
the
you know.
classroom.
Like when they fucked
Yeah.
up and knocked all those shelves down, I was like, damn.
I was like, what are you doing?
That's
It's just like-
rude.
I was
And
like,
then they run
I was
out
like, smoke.
laughing. They leave the kid, and he has to come back for his kid.
I was like, I get like a little bit of like, oh, smoke. Yeah. Also, smoking weed right next to a child. I'm sorry. Come
What's going
on.
on?
That's not. What are you doing? Smoking right into. Yeah. When they
Why is
start
the
smoking,
child
it was like,
present?
there's a baby
Why
in the
is there a
room.
baby
There's a
present?
baby in the room.
There's adult.
Yeah.
Didn't you know this is a
Yeah.
completely explicit event? You know,
Yeah.
there's a very adult
It's
themed
like,
behavior here.
yeah. I was like, there's a baby in this room and you guys are smoking. Would you stop doing
People
that?
are having
Not
sex
cool.
in the room over. You gotta
Yeah.
be careful
Watch out.
because they literally have
Careful.
they have like babies one thing, but you have young kids who
Yeah.
might know
Yeah.
better,
Yeah.
and they're out there too somewhere. No, just literally, it was so funny
Yeah.
how it was like a role play. Like
Yeah. It
you just
was.
get the
It kind
whole
of was.
school
Yeah.
and you just go do you just live
I,
it out like
I
your old kids again.
it's funny that you say it like that. You've said that a couple times now because like that's actually that that would weirdly make it make more sense. Like it
Mhm.
doesn't. It still doesn't really make any sense, but it makes it like a little bit more like okay, they're all just like we're all buying into this idea that none of us have changed since, since middle
It's
school.
full committal.
Yeah,
No one's the voice of reason. Like even
no,
I think Chriselle was her name, the principal's daughter, or
yeah,
like she
something like that.
tries to be a voice of reason and gets, of course, the
Appreciate.
cool
Yep.
kids get shouted down, and
Mm.
it's like, stop with that loser dead dad poem. Well, let's party. And
Yeah, it was pretty.
even her by the end of it
Yeah.
was like hysterical and apparently set it on fire. I don't know.
For some reason, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, because
Insurance payouts, maybe.
when I look back at this movie, I feel like that twist is the only thing I'm gonna remember.
Oh
That
yeah, that'll
final,
be same. That's gonna be it too. And I'm just like, well, that's something.
yeah. So
Because
no,
there's like a mid credit scene too, where he tells his dad that he wrecked his car or whatever, and it's not funny.
oh, I didn't see that actually. I don't
Yeah,
think.
it's not. It wasn't. It didn't add anything to the movie, so
Yeah.
you didn't really miss anything. It's like 10 seconds. It's like nothing. It's like it's kind of like where the rest of the movie, where it's like, oh, this is funny.
But the
I
biggest
think I may have
problem,
like
yeah,
chuckled maybe a couple of times, but
yeah,
like
and it is
it was just so it was just so like
usually
beyond the
because of the
realm of
outrageous
reality.
nature of it all, more than I feel like intended
Yeah,
laughter
yeah,
for me. It's
right.
like, whoa, the aggressive makeouts and
Yeah,
shenanigans, but
yeah. People just banging in a classroom. It's like okay, sure, I guess.
the ultimate problem for me is there are main two characters where it's like this buddy comedy thing. They're not super
Yeah,
likable. Like the main guy is just like obviously way too timid, doesn't speak up for himself. He's not very interesting. And then the other guy is just like not very likable. He's clearly just like trying to use
he's
this
the
to get
ladies' man.
laid and
He's a ladies' man guy. Yeah, it's like you gotta. I think I would have found him because they were both fairly attractive guys. I feel like I would have found it if it just he was sort of lacking a little bit in charisma. I felt like if he'd been just like a little bit more charismatic, like he could kind of get away with being a sleazeball to the audience because it's like sometimes it's kind of fun to have like a sleazy kind of guy just to kind of follow his adventures because if they're charismatic they can kind of win you over a little bit, especially if there's like maybe just a little touch of like reality or a touch of like not being a sleazeball to him, but it's just like no, he was just kind of that and it was just sort of the same thing the whole time, so I was like oh okay. uh
so
but
like there's not really any likable characters in the movie.
yeah, not really.
The
No.
transition to Jonathan Lopez is kind of okay, but really just for her
Yeah.
mysterious element that she presents more than anything of substance. But I mean,
Yeah.
because like they kind of show her as like she's supposed to be like the one who's like seeing things more clearly, or like, you're not what you used to be. She sees the reason and
Mm,
is like an outsider from all this, but there's really
right.
not much depth there. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's not much. And yeah, nobody puts Bozo in a corner as another.
Uh, yep. Yep. Something like that. So
But yeah, it's not a good movie. It's just not. But
no, no.
at least there's something to talk about. I mean,
Yeah, there was. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like for not being all that good, there was at least a little bit of like it's kind of it's enjoyable conversation about it for sure.
hmm
That twist though, that twist literally is the only thing that I'm gonna remember about this movie.
final score.
Is she in for Tarqaron All Stars?
I don't know. We need to
I don't
figure out
know.
her name
Uh,
first.
yeah, I guess so.
3, 2, 1, flip. 3.
3.
Yeah, this was my real score coming in, but I
Yeah.
just gave it.
The twist. Honestly, the twist does bump it. I would say from maybe like a 2.
I gave it a
Like it
nod.
probably is.
You
I'd
know,
say, yeah,
Tarkon's score of 3 out of 10. That beats out multiple things in Tarkon history.
it does. It
Unfortunately,
does. Yeah, it's better. It's better than some of the stuff we
yeah,
watched.
not many. Certainly not
Not
many. I feel
many.
like
But
maybe 5 or less things, but
yeah,
you
it's
know,
it's down there. It's down there.
yeah. So better luck next time, Wheel.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hey, one thing about this movie, it was fairly short. I think it was like an hour and 20, just under an hour and a half, I think. So it was like 80 something minutes, I think. So
Somewhere around there, yeah.
it's pretty quick. It's pretty quick, particularly because I've been like watching Transformers movies, and like the fourth one is like almost 3 hours long, and I
Yeah.
just wanted to die.
No.
I just wanted it to end. And I like those movies, but I had never seen the fourth one before. I like those movies. I think they're fun. They're not good, but I think they're fun.
Mhm.
And then the fourth one, man, I was just like, I was like, I looked at it, I was like, because it like it reached a climax in the sort of like the story. And I was like, oh, is this it? And I was like, oh no, I have an hour of the movie left. What is happening?
It's tough. Like, even movies
So
that I like, if I see the length
yeah,
is like 3 hours
yeah,
long, I'm gonna be discouraged.
it's
I'm
tough.
gonna be like,
Yeah,
"Ooh,
it's tough.
that stuff."
Yeah,
Like, The Brutalist is a good movie. It's a long
yeah,
movie, and so it's like I
yeah.
would not even be
It's still
eager
one of
to
those.
watch it again.
I really want to watch that really bad.
It's
Yeah,
just hard for me to
I know.
to take
I
on a
know it's
3 hour.
my. Yeah, I know that's like my kind of movie too.
Mm,
That's like, man, I know I'm gonna really enjoy that. But
yeah,
um,
but like Lord
yeah,
of the Rings is long.
right. They're long. Commitment. You got to
It's
set some
just,
time. You have to
yeah.
set time aside for it,
It's
basically.
much easier to convince yourself to do
Yeah,
that for 2 hours or less. You
yeah,
know,
it's true. It's very true.
because you see a movie that long, and it's like I could watch 2 movies in this time. I could watch like
Right.
3 or more episodes of long form
Yeah.
TV in this time.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But all right, that's it for Chance Time. We'll be back in,
Yeah.
I'm sure, a couple months for another one.
Hmm.
Uh,
So it was a good time,
in the
even when it's
meantime,
not even when it's not a good time.
yeah, which most of the time it isn't really like.
Yeah.
But
Hey, no one's guaranteed. There's no guarantee of a good time on Chance Time.
in the meantime, I'm gonna recommend a random Tarkron video for you to check out next.
Right. Random
Random
rules.
rules. And so, if you enjoyed this video, why don't you go check out Adults Playing Mad Libs? That's the very
Hey.
first
Yeah, I
time
was gonna say
when we actually played
it must
regular
be.
Mad Libs and like Pokemon Mad Libs, which then
Oh yeah.
inspired my brother to make these Tarkron Mad Libs that we've done since.
Mine are in the shelf down here. I got my Tarkron stuff in the shelf.
Yeah. So check that out if you want some variety. You can almost make this movie from Mad Libs, you know? A lot of these situations we find
Kinda,
ourselves in.
yeah.
But that's it. Subscribe to the channel.
Huh?
If you enjoyed, like the video, leave a comment with your thoughts on Back to School. I hope the Back to School
If you watched it,
fans show up.
if you watched it with us, let us know if you did. But yeah.
Back to back 2019 movies reviewed on the channel. Knives Out and a Back to School. You know,
Yeah.
and
All right.
yeah, it really does not feel like a movie that came out in 2019. It doesn't feel like a
No.
2006
Yeah,
banger.
for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do this. Yeah.
And all right, now